Fulham just lost 2-1 to Crystal Palace in pre-season, but the only thing I can say is wow. Because what Arbeloa has done with Fulham in such a short period of time is sensational. Now, I'm not saying this easily, but some of the football I saw in the first 25 minutes from Fulham was the best I've seen from a club in pre-season so far. Let's start with the left-hand side, because some of the rotations there were honestly sensational between Iwobi, Palacios, and Robinson. Like you would expect, Robinson was keeping the width high and wide on the left-hand side. Palacios on paper was playing left mid / left wing, but I promise you that was not the case. And Iwobi was just filling in every single gap that you could find that was being left, because he's just so intelligent on the football pitch. For example, you guys can see the image on the screen here. Iwobi's in the back three to help with build-up, and you can see Palacios, he's coming into the middle, which obviously means Robinson is keeping the width down the left-hand side. But there was also points in the game where Iwobi was pushing further forward, and he and Palacios were just combining so well with those 1-2 touch passes. And honestly, it was sensational to see as a neutral, because I thoroughly enjoyed that. I can only imagine what Fulham fans feel. Now, the thing I probably loved the most about that Fulham performance today was how aggressive the press was. It was almost PSG-esque, like you can see from the image here, where the Crystal Palace keeper has the ball. Garcia, the new signing, is obviously closing down the passing angle between the keeper and the centre-back. On the right side, the centre-back for Crystal Palace, you guys can see Palacios is getting ready to pounce. Josh King is also coming inside onto the pitch. And just look at Robinson very, very closely on the image. You guys can see his body position straight away. As soon as the keeper kind of shows down the right-hand side, Robinson's just there, ready to pounce. And that's something we saw so many times for Fulham. And you guys can see this play ended up with Fulham obviously winning the ball back. I think it went out for a throw-in, but it was just top class play from Fulham. And this is what I say. Arbeloa has only been at Fulham for a short period of time. Fulham are not going to look perfect. Fulham are not going to look like an Arbeloa side. But in the first 25 minutes, if that's something that we continue to see, I promise you, Fulham are going to be one of the most fun sides to watch in the Premier League this year. Now, just to emphasize further how high Fulham pushed, let's look at them in possession. You guys can see the image on the screen here, where Calvin Bassey has the ball on the right-hand side. Look at the position of Bassey and Cuenca in this picture. Fulham, I'm telling you, they're pushing up really high, ready to pounce, ready to counter-press as soon as they lose the ball. Of course, you guys can argue this might be a bit risky at times. In my personal opinion, I can understand why Fulham are probably looking for another right-sided centre-back. Is this football probably the most suitable to Joachim Andersen? Probably not. If they can get someone a bit more mobile down the right-hand side, it will be a big positive, because Bassey, Cuenca, whoever's on the left, look really comfortable pushing up high like this. Now, arguably the most important person to that Fulham side today was obviously Robinson, like I touched on before. Look at this image on the screen where Fulham are obviously trying to build up. You cannot see Robinson in this image because he's hogging the width down the left-hand side. And that is something Fulham have to be very careful with. They have to keep him fully fit, because there's arguably no one that can do what Robinson does in the Fulham squad. Obviously, Sessegnon can play there. Castagna can play obviously the odd game at left-back. But I promise you, Robinson's quality in the final third was a big difference today. There was a couple times that he put in a couple decent balls. But more importantly, him dribbling, driving at that Crystal Palace defence was very crucial today. And it's even more crucial when you realise that Palacios on the left-hand side is not really going to be the one keeping width. But let's talk about the new signings from Real Madrid, because I think Palacios done very well. He probably should have scored today. There was a chance that he had that hit the cross, but overall, very tidy. Very good on the press as well. On the ball, kept it ticking extremely well and combined well with other players. Garcia was the one that was really obviously looking forward to seeing obviously a bit more of a senior player for Real Madrid compared to Palacios. Again, on the press, extremely well. There was a couple half chances that Garcia had that he might have done better with. But again, very positive in terms of the way he was leading the line for Fulham, considering they're playing against Premier League opposition. But even though Crystal Palace won today, I promise you, Fulham fans should be so happy, because I've seen the reaction online from football fans on Twitter where people expect Fulham to go down or Fulham to struggle. Let Arbeloa cook. Let Arbeloa have more time on the training ground, because I'll be honest, I'm excited, and Fulham fans should be excited as well. Very good performance from Fulham. Let's see how they continue in the next couple games and going into the start of the season. But if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and let me know down below how you lot think Arbeloa and Fulham will do.